you can win this sporty truck with just one answer on Card Sharks. And if you play your cards right, you can win $32,000. And now, the host of Card Sharks, Bob Eubanks.
Thank you, Charlie O'Donnell. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Card Sharks. Let me tell you how we're going to start our show. Our champion so far has won $8,400. He's still the champ. We're going to give him a chance to play for the big money and also win a very pretty little red truck. So we'll get him in here right now. His name is Tom Fudge, and here's our champion. Hello, Thomas.
How's it going?
Hi, man. How you doing?
Not bad, not bad.
Okay, very quickly, a little bit about Tom.
Well, I'm originally from Chelmsford, Massachusetts.
Yep.
I work in customer relations right here in Los Angeles. Been here about 3 years. Love the bowl, and I'm really happy to
Like
be
the bowl?
here. Yeah.
What do you bowl? About how much?
Well, my average is pretty bad. It's about 160 sometimes.
I thought you loved to bowl.
Well, I do love the bowl. It's just
But
not
you're
a
only
bad
160?
bowler.
Oh, I see. You're a bad
I'm a
bowler
bad
that loves to
bowler,
bowl. Okay. I'm only teasing you. To play the game well, you got $8,400, and now here come our two lovely dealers on Card Sharks today, Susanna Williams and Lisa Coles. And they have a deck of cards. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Bob.
They have a deck of cards that you cut a little earlier. And you know the rules on this. You can change one card per line. And you minimum bet you $50 each time. You'll be playing with our money. So it's a nice way to start our show off today. We're going to give them a chance to win up to $32,000. Good luck to you, Tom. Here we go. Tom Fudge. Here's your first card, Tom. 3.
Very nice. All of it higher.
We'll bet it all higher. Is it higher than the 3? You bet it is. 400.
250 higher.
Oh, I thought you were going to go for the gusto. 250 higher than the 4. Look at there. 650.
All of it lower than the king.
Boy, all of it lower than the king. Ah!
I don't believe it.
I don't believe that happened to you.
I know.
Hey, but we're going to start over again. I'll give you $400 up here, and you got an ace, and now
All of it
again.
lower than the ace.
You bet. All of it lower than the ace. Now you got an 8.
I'd like to change that card.
Which one you want?
Number 3.
Number 3. See what Lisa has for you. The 8 shall now become a queen. Not bad. 800.
800. 600 lower than the queen.
600 lower than the queen. It is. Sure. 14.
14. 400.
400.
Higher than the 8.
$400 higher than the 8. No. Back to 1,000. That's okay. You can still make $2,000. Not too bad.
Yeah, I'm going to say all of it higher than the 2. All of it higher.
Yeah. Another $2,000. That's okay. That's nice. Cards rolled kind of funny for you, didn't it?
It certainly did.
All right. You got $10,400 in cash.
Right.
And as you probably know, we are now going to give you a chance to win a sporty little red truck that Charlie O'Donnell's going to tell you about. Charles?
Bob, it's the exciting Toyota four-wheel drive deluxe V6 sport truck. Great for on and off-road driving. Comes with standard features, California emission, and more. Bob?
Okay, Charlie, thank you very much. Tom, you know how you can do this now. All week long in our studio audience, we have 10 ladies. They're 10 mail-order brides. They're standing right down there. And I'm going to ask you a question about our 10 mail-order brides, and then we'll ask you to register your answer over there on the range board. Susanna, may I have the question, please? Thanks, babe. Here's the question. Before the show, we asked our 10 mail-order brides, did you and your husband have a big, formal wedding? How many of these 10 mail-order brides did have a big, formal wedding? I want you to go over there and place the marker on your answer, if you would, please. How many of these mail-order brides had a big, formal wedding? What do you think, Tom? Hello, Tom. Oh, Tom dozes off on me every once in a while. Okay, you say 4 of them did. If you're right, if you're on the nose, if it is 4, you win the truck. If you're off by 1, 3 or 5 happens to be correct, you win another $500. So the actual number of these mail-order brides who had a big, formal wedding is 5 of them. Oh, it's okay. You missed by 1. So you get another $500. Not bad at all. That brings his winnings to $10,900 in cash, and we'll be back in just a moment to meet a new challenger for Tom Fudge. Well, our champ has won about $10,900. He's a pretty happy guy.
Oh, yeah?
Time to meet a new challenger for you, Tom, and let's get her in here. Come on, Sue. Join us on Card Sharks. Hi, hon. How are you?
Good. I'm Sue Phillip. I'm from Northern California. I live in San Diego now for about 2 years. I work at a small video store in East San Diego, and I have a gorgeous boyfriend at home watching, and our 1-year anniversary is next week.
What does this guy do?
He works construction with his father.
All right, fine. Well, he is going with a pretty lady, and it's nice to have you with us.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to be in San Diego, by the way.
I know,
Yeah,
I
we're
heard.
going down there.
I
Look for
heard.
contestants December 1 and 2. How about that? You ready to play this game?
Uh-huh.
Susanna's dealing out the cards from decks you cut earlier. Remember, if you win 2 games, you're the champion. Tom, first question goes to you. And Tom, once again, we're going to ask you a question about our 10 mail-order brides in our studio audience. The ladies are standing there and ready to play the game. Now, Tom, before the show, we asked these 10 mail-order brides, the first time you saw a picture of your husband, was it love at first sight? How many of these 10 mail-order brides said it was? It was love at first sight.
Love at first sight.
That's it.
I'd say 4 of them.
4 of
Yeah.
them. Let's see what Sue says about this.
Well, I believe in love at first sight, so I'm going to say it's going to be higher.
Think it's higher than that?
Yeah, higher.
Did you, your boyfriend, did you fall in love at first sight?
I did.
Is that right? That's him, huh? You said bingo.
Well, he saw me first and said bingo, and then I
And you
took a
bingoed
closer
back.
look at him, and yeah.
So you,
It's because we look alike, you know.
since
I
then
guess
you've
I'm
been
in love with
bingoing, right?
myself.
Yes. Okay. Actual number of these mail-order brides who said it was love at first sight is 3 of them. Oh, no, it wasn't higher. It was a little bit lower. Which 3 of you ladies fell in love at first sight? Raise your hand, please. Which 3 of you? 1, 2, 3. Heidi, you saw a picture of this guy and that was it. Is that it?
Oh, yes, he was gorgeous.
He was.
Yeah, very handsome. I fell in love with him right away. But then, when we met, God, he sent me a picture, 10 years older. Younger. I can't believe
He sent you a picture of himself 10 years ago?
it. Yes.
Oh, what a dirty trick.
Picture.
This is the guy who takes your credit cards away from you.
Absolutely, he's the one.
We need to talk later, Heidi. Okay. Thank you, ladies, very much. Nice to have you here. Okay, Tom. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
There's the king.
Yes.
Lower. Lower. You got it.
Lower.
He's going on. Lower than the 8. You bet. Higher. Higher than that deuce. Oh. Boy, what bad luck that is. Hey, Sue, you get a free chance. You can't
shot.
change the card. Didn't win the question.
Higher.
Higher than the 10. No, not higher than the 10. Okay, let's try another one. Sue, this is your question. We surveyed 100 women. We asked them, do you think men look sexy in a bow tie? How many women said men do look sexy in a bow tie?
Well, I like bow ties.
Do you really?
Yeah, nice tuxedo and a bow tie. If it's just, you know, a regular shirt,
I think
a
they look
sweater and a bow
wimpy.
tie, I'm not real into that. But if it's, so they're probably not thinking tuxedos, these people you surveyed. So, I'm going to have to say that, okay, 30.
30 out of 100 women said men do look sexy in a bow tie. Tom, you ever wear a bow tie?
Yeah, I did. In fact, I used to wear bow ties all the time.
Did you really?
Yeah, I used to love them, yeah, when I was a long time ago. The only problem is that, well, everybody else liked them, except my girlfriend hated it. She just couldn't
I
stand
think
it.
they look all right tuxes, but I think they look real wimpy otherwise.
Well, I thought
Wait
it
till
looked
Charles,
really
I wonder
good.
if Charles Osgood watches this show. Probably not. He'll never hear about it. Okay.
I would tend to think that it would be a little bit higher than that, though.
Think it might be higher.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. The actual number of women who said men look sexy in a bow tie is 43. I'll be darned. It was higher. I'm amazed at that. I'm amazed. I mean, a guy... Let me put it this way. A guy shows up at your house to ask you out for a date, okay?
Uh-huh.
And he's standing there with a sweater and a bow tie on.
Well,
What do you think?
Well, a sweater and a bow tie, no, but suspenders and a bow tie, I kind of like yuppie men, so you know.
But they deliver pizza, guys with suspenders and bow
Is
ties.
that what he does? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who has a control?
I think Tom
Obviously
does.
not me.
Lower than the king.
Lower than the key, yeah.
Lower than the 10.
Lower than the 10, yes.
Higher than the 8.
Higher than the 8. No. Tom, I got to teach you a word someday. Let's hear you say freeze, Tom.
Freeze.
Yeah.
Freeze.
Yeah, you didn't, though. So, free chance.
Lower.
Lower than the 10? No. All right, you guys, you're going to force me into sudden death pretty soon. Not quite yet, though, but be careful. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't go away. Welcome back to Card Sharks. Let's continue with our match now between Tom and Sue. And Tom, I got a question for you. It's an educated guess question,
Okay.
Tom. Tell me, what was the average weekly pay of a soldier who fought for the Union at the beginning of the Civil War? The average weekly pay of a soldier.
Average weekly pay of a
The
soldier.
beginning of the Civil War.
A week, let's say $4.
$4. Let's see what Sue says.
When was the Civil War?
You say, when was it or what was it?
When was it?
Oh. Okay, there goes our educational system again.
I'm going to say just a little bit higher.
A little bit higher than that. The average weekly pay of a Union soldier at the beginning of the Civil War was $3.25. Missed it by 75 cents, John, but not a bad guess, indeed. Okay, then keep the king, I assume.
Lower than the king.
Lower than that king, sure.
Higher.
Higher, you got it.
Lower.
Going on, 7.
Freeze.
Oh, no kidding. Tom knows how to say freeze.
He got it,
Okay,
finally.
and he shall freeze. Keep Sue off the cards. I warned you guys. This is it. Sudden death. Yes. Fourth and final question. Somebody has to win the game on the next play of the card, so really it's control that you're after. And it's your question, Sue.
Okay.
Surveyed 100 people in today's studio audience. Right out there. We asked them, did you vote in the last presidential election? How many people did vote?
Well, I know I voted, and I was watching the news, and I don't remember the statistics. The people out here,
How many people voted?
I'd have to say 32
32.
out of 100.
Tom, higher or lower than 32?
I think it's higher.
I think it's higher than that. The actual number of people who voted in the last presidential election is 88 of them did. Yes, 88. That's a little better. Okay, Tom, sudden death time. Now, you know what your choices are. You can change the 7 and play it. If you goof, she wins the game. Or pass it on to Sue with the 10. If she goofs, you win the game.
I'm going to change the 7.
You can change the 7 and play it
Yeah,
yourself, all right? Susanna's got a card. The 7 happens to be a 4 now.
Higher.
If it's higher, you win the game. If it's not, Sue wins the game. Higher than the 4? No! And Sue wins the game. Right.
We love it.
By default.
Hey, can't mind that.
$100 for you, Sue. Most importantly,
Thank you.
that's the first game for you. If you
Thank
win the
you.
next one, you're the new champion. So Susanna will now deal out cards from the same decks, and let's get game number 2 going. Tom, this one's about bachelors. You're a bachelor, right?
Well, I have a girlfriend, but yeah, I'm a bachelor.
We surveyed 100 bachelors, Mr. Fudge, and we asked them, have you ever stopped dating a gorgeous woman because she wasn't smart enough for you? How many bachelors have stopped dating a gorgeous woman because she wasn't smart enough?
Well, I'm fairly lucky because my girlfriend's smart and gorgeous, so it's kind of a combination of the two.
Dominique is going, oh, shucks.
I think, you know, for me, it's very important. I can't see somebody who I can't have a conversation with. I just can't. And I think that most men would probably feel the same way. I think it would probably be pretty high. I'd say, actually, maybe it might not be as high as I think it is. Probably 47.
Okay, 47 out of 100 bachelors have stopped dating a woman because she wasn't smart enough. Sue?
I don't know. Before I had a boyfriend and all these guys, I guess they were bachelors at the time. Seemed to me that
You're not sure, though, huh?
seemed to me what they were thinking, the dumber the better.
You just sat around and talked about the Civil War all night, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. So, but I don't know. I like to, like you can all notice now, I like to carry on an intelligent conversation with the guy. I think most guys like that. I'm gonna say, how many did you say?
47, he said.
That they're gonna.
Yeah, that stopped dating a woman because she
she's
wasn't
not very
enough.
smart.
Yes.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be just a little bit higher.
It's the only question I've ever asked that turned into a mini-series. Actual number of bachelors who have stopped dating a woman because she wasn't smart enough is 34. Not higher. No, it was lower. Tom.
All right.
There's a queen.
Lower.
Lower, you got it.
Lower.
Lower again. Yes.
Higher.
Higher than the 6. No. And Sue gets a free chance at the card. Okay. Sue's won the game and hasn't moved off the base card yet. She's doing just fine. Sue,
real
for
good.
you, I have a 4.
Oh, I'll have to say higher.
Higher than a 4? No. Okay. Susanna's fault. She dealt the cards, so don't blame me. Yes. We'll be right back with more Card Sharks right after this.
I don't believe this.
Continue with our match now. Sue, the next question is yours. And this question, once again, involves our 10 mail-order brides in our studio audience. So here we go. Here's the question now. Before the show, we ask our 10 mail-order brides, did you and your husband wait until your wedding night to get romantic for the first time? How many of these 10 mail-order brides did wait until their wedding night to get romantic?
5.
You say 5 of them.
5 of them.
Why are you smiling, Sue?
Put me on the spot. His parents are going to be watching.
Whose parents?
His parents, my boyfriend's parents.
Oh, no, I didn't ask that question about you.
I know, but what did you mean?
Tom,
Yeah.
higher or lower than 5?
Lower.
Lower.
Yeah.
The actual number of these mail-order brides who waited until their wedding night to get romantic is 8 of them did. Yes. How about that? Which 8 of you ladies waited until your wedding night? Raise your hand if you would, please. We just want to find out who the other 2 are, that's all. Marinisa, is that the way you pronounce your name?
Yes.
Yeah. So you waited till your wedding night.
Yes.
Are you glad?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now, where did you go?
Well, in the Philippines, our culture is conservative, so you just have to wait whether you like it or not.
And did you like it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Our producer, Mimi O'Brien, is over there having a nervous breakdown because she thinks I'm going to ask other questions.
Because she knows you, Bob, and we all do.
Well, I did the newlywed game for 22 years, you see, and she thought I would say, well, where did you do this? And all of that. But I wouldn't do that. So later. Sue,
Can we get off the base card? Higher.
are you arguing with me? Higher? Yes.
Higher.
Higher than the 10? Yes.
Lower.
Lower than the queen? 9.
Freeze.
Freeze. The lady says freeze, sure.
Right.
She's 1 card away from winning the championship here. All right, next question. Tom?
Yeah.
Surveyed 100 top business executives, big guys. We asked them, have you ever had to fire someone for drug abuse? How many top executives have had to fire someone for drug abuse?
Well, that's really a tough question in the sense. I mean, I can't imagine. I can't imagine actually. I know that there's a lot of strict rules now and so forth, but
That's not a strict rule.
Well, not that it's a strict rule, but concerning drugs and so forth. I would say probably 34.
34 out of 100 top executives had to fire someone for drug abuse. Sue, will it be higher or lower than that?
That's a hard one because these days, you gotta take all your tests. So I think people are more aware of that in their professions that they're in. They know that they're going to have to take a test.
I certainly have to take a drug abuse test to do this show, I'll tell you that.
Do you pass it or? Yeah, I guess you do.
Did I pass it?
Okay, I'm going to say, you said 30.
34 out of 100
I'm going to say,
had to fire someone.
I'm going to say it's a little bit lower.
A little lower than that. The actual number of top executives who have had to fire someone for drug abuse is 20 of them. You're right. It was lower. All right. Now, Sue, what do you think?
Change it.
Well, we will. Susanna's got a new card, and it turns out to be a king.
All right.
Lower.
Now, you know what happens? If this card is lower, you're the new champ. You play for the big money and a little red truck.
Yeah. Lower.
Let's see if you do. Yes, you do. Sue's our new champ. All right. Congratulations, Ehun. Hey, Tom, you leave us but with $10,900 in your pocket. Congratulations to you, my friend, and good luck.
It was
Okay, we'll
great.
see you again. Come on, Sue, right over here, hon. Sue, come right over here where the champion stands, and we will be right back in just a moment to give our new champ a chance to win some money and a new car. That's all the time we have for today. We'll see you next time on Card Sharks. Bye-bye, everybody.
Some of our playing contestants will receive